Welcome to Methodical Insights with Julie. Today we're going to talk about Golden Age fitness. What is Golden Age? Golden Age is the new term for elderly people 65 and older. What is the meaning of Golden Age? The meaning is a new era of happiness, prosperity, and achievement. It's a time to enjoy the fruits of your labor, enjoy family and grandchildren, enjoy travel, and just to be peaceful. But what happens if we don't have fitness in our golden age? Always consult with your physician before beginning any new exercise program. Without golden age fitness, we become elderly and cannot enjoy the happiness, peace, and prosperity because we are troubled with physical, emotional, and mental health issues due to our bodies breaking down with pain, chronic conditions, which all limit us. With the development of medical technologies over the years, the average median age of life expectancy has increased significantly. Several studies have found Golden Age fitness promotes a healthier, happier, and longer life expectancy. Golden Age fitness can assist in reducing the aches and pains associated with arthritis, reduces blood pressure, and promotes muscle retention. Exercise produces endorphins and dopamine, which promotes a better well-being for mental health. The endorphins release chemicals that are a natural opiate so that you do not have to take chemical opioids to reduce that pain. Exercise also affects the hippocampus portion of the brain to produce new neurons, which have been seen on MRIs before and after Golden Age fitness. The growth of new neurons helps us to promote neurogenesis, leading to new cells, also to angiogenesis, which enhances the planning and decision-making, emotional functions, and stress relief, and helps us to focus. It also helps in sexual health by creating better blood flow and removing the toxins in the brain. Within hours, increased blood flow and oxygen levels have been found on the MRIs and in these studies with as little as 30 to 45 minutes of exercise 5 days a week at a moderate level. Golden Age fitness has been found in studies such as the National Institute of Health 2018 study called The Importance of Physical Activity Exercise Among Older People. Some of the things that were found in this study is physical activity is defined as body movements resulting in expenditure of energy from the use of skeletal muscles. Exercise is a subcategory of physical activity. Physical function is a person's ability to perform physical activities in daily life. When you're able to perform physical activities in daily life, it improves your mental health, emotional health, psychological health, and it gives you a social well-being. It reduces the fall risk. It decreases cardiovascular risk. It decreases the risk of chronic conditions such as gaining weight, so it's weight management, diabetes 2 control, and cholesterol control. It decreases your blood pressure, which reduces the likelihood of strokes. It also helps with osteoarthritis by building the muscles around your joints and helping to support those joints. One of the issues found in this study was how do you get older people with comorbidities to exercise? One of the ways is to give assisted exercise, such as chair yoga, or having them sit in a chair or do movements that they can do. Remember, a little movement is better than no movement at all. A 2022 National Institute Health study called How Can Strength Training Build Healthier Bodies as We Age found that maintaining muscle mass as improves mobility and increase healthy years of life. When you lose your muscle mass, it's called sarcopenia. And if you don't use it, you lose it. 30% of adults over 70 have trouble walking, getting out of chairs or getting into chairs or cars, climbing stairs, which all leads to higher rates of falls. It also leads to higher chronic disease. And those falls and chronic diseases can lead to nursing home stays. Women start losing their muscle mass after 65 years of age, and men after 70 years of age. Again, it's better to use your muscles a little than not at all. It improves the quality of life. It promotes your sleep. It decreases depression. It boosts brain power. It increases life expectancy by about 10 years. All for as little as 150 minutes per week for 65 years and older, which averages to about 2.5 hours a week or 30 minutes per day. Types of exercise that can be used include cycling, swimming, water aerobics, brisk walking, low impact aerobics, dancing, yoga, chair yoga, Pilates, resistance bands, rowing machines, weights, and always remember to stretch before and after exercise and check with your doctor before starting any new exercise program. If you're limited and you can't lift weights, the resistance bands help. If you're limited with balance and you're not comfortable doing yoga, chair yoga is a great way to start doing yoga. Pilates, you would work at your own rate at a moderate level. Don't try to rush into anything. Take it slow. Start slowly. You can start by maybe walking one block a couple days and then increase it to an extra block. When you're at a store, park a little bit further away so that you get a little bit more walking in. Again, using it a little bit, using those muscles just a little bit helps to keep that muscle mass. So what about people that live in winter climates of snow and ice? What do they do with the winter climates? They can go to malls and walk around the malls. There might be activities at a YMCA, such as water aerobics. There are several programs out there. Peloton has a $13 a month program that you can put the app on your TV to exercise with them. You can do YouTube for free by watching different yogas, chair yogas. They have all kinds of exercise programs, dancing instruction that you can do on YouTube. So it doesn't have to cost money to exercise. Enjoy nature. Nature is one of the best ways to ground ourselves emotionally, and it helps with mental health by clearing the brain when you're out walking, getting fresh air, you're getting oxygen, you're in the sunshine, which helps your vitamin D if you live in the northern states. Being outside and just walking outside outdoors can increase your physical activity as well as your mental health. So let's talk about how it supports the physical, social, emotional, and mental health and sexual health. So it supports your physical health by increasing that muscle mass and giving your joints more mobility so that you have an easier time doing your daily activities of those physical activities. It helps your social health because when you're out in groups of people, you meet new people. So if you get a membership at a YMCA or if you do water aerobics 2 or 3 days a week, you start meeting new people and gaining those friendships. So even if you're out in the public in a mall, you get to see people, you get to say hello, you get to see different people. So that all helps your social health. It also increases your emotional health when you're around people. and that leads to better mental health. Just feeling better about yourself and not having as many aches and pains doesn't cause as much depression. Older people get depressed because they can't be out and they can't enjoy their time with their families and their grandchildren. They have aches and pains and they have trouble getting up and down. By increasing your physical activities and gaining that muscle mass and keeping those joints flexible, you decrease your depression. Now let's talk about sexual health. And I know some of you are out there going, oh, people over 65 don't have sex. That's not the case anymore. People over 65 actually have found that golden age sex is very stimulating to them. It's very pleasurable. It's more pleasurable than when they were in their 30s and 40s and had to deal with the stress of life, stress of raising children and families, the stress of jobs, the financial stressors of life. And the women worrying about getting pregnant no longer have to worry about getting pregnant once they've reached menopause. So, how does this increase your sexual health? Remember, I said that it increases blood flow and oxygen. By increasing that blood flow, it allows women who are postmenopausal to lubricate better so that they can enjoy that sexual health a little bit more by having lubrication. It also helps the men with the blood flow because it helps with erections and decreases the erectile dysfunction. But remember, the golden age also comes with baby boomers at this time. Our baby boomers have one of the highest rates of hepatitis C out there, and you still have to practice safe sex. Just because you're older doesn't mean that you can't contract an STD. Many nursing homes have very high rates of STDs, so it's very important to practice safe sex. Before you start any of these exercise programs, again, talk to your doctor and make sure that you get on the right program for yourself and that you're not injuring yourself. And you may want to talk to them about sexual health in the golden age as well and how to protect yourself. I challenge you to do this for 30 days. See if you're not feeling better. And you might see that once you start the activity and as you increase it, you're actually enjoying those activities. Again, check with your doctor before starting any new exercise program. Thank you.